Nigerians living in diaspora, you guys should go home and vote. You have enough time from now to prepare how you will save money. If money is your problem, except if you don't have papers that you use and come back. But if you have papers and you really want Nigeria to work, because you have relations there, and because it's your country, you want your country to be better like Europe, America, Canada, where you are living, you must go home and vote. You can't be here making noise, saying this and that. Yes, you guys' eyes open more than people in our country, because people in our country, they are in darkness. But you cannot be here and change Nigeria. I know that so many of us are outside, especially Igbos and Yorubas. If you people want change, if you want a good leader, you need to go home and vote. Just like the time they were talking about Biafra. Fine. The time they were talking about Biafra, you cannot stay here and get Biafra. The Igbos abroad are bigger than the Igbos in Nigeria. You want to get Biafra or Oduduwa, you have to go home and join the battle. You can't be here and be commanding the few people that have not even eaten to go and fight for Biafra. You see the time they were doing this lockdown something in Nigeria, that fight started. I don't know what happened during that time. I can't remember what they were fighting for. That shooting that happened in the lake somewhere. Before you know it, they brought out food, the food that they were supposed to share to people. They hid it in the warehouses. People discovered it and left what they were fighting for. And the next thing, they started packing food. Because they know that people are hungry, they directed them to food. So, you that are in diaspora, you need a good governance in Nigeria. You have to go home. If everybody from Nigeria can go home and vote, I think we are going to get the person we want, which is Peter Obi. The last video I made about Peter Obi, some people were thinking that I don't want him to win. Yeah, I want him to win. But how do we achieve that when we sit down in Europe doing nothing? We have to go home, and I don't think there is any Nigerian living in diaspora that will ever sell their vote if they happen to be in Nigeria. Because are you selling your vote for 10k, for a bag of rice, for 20k, when you know that you have lived in Europe or America and you make more than that in a day? What will you do with that little money? But people in Nigeria, they are so hungry that they are ready to say that they don't care. They are ready to do anything to feed because of how we have been caged in our country. So, staying here and be using mouth and be saying, this person must win, you will pray or you want to pray. Or even people too, they pray. But at the end of the day, it's your input and your hard work. We have not reached the system. We are like Oyibo people in this country I am now. If they want to vote, they have online voting too. For every of their country, man or woman that live abroad. Even if you live in the horse's mouth, you can vote online. Your vote will count. Everything is recorded in the computer. Nothing like faking or anything. Unlike us, we have not reached that level to vote that way. The only way we vote is coming home to vote physically. We have not reached, even if we try to do internet voting, that is where they will even do more wayo. So, we that always go home, instead of going home during this summer period or during September or Christmas period, let's leave it and go home during the time of voting. Let's use that time as our travel period, so that now that we are getting the PVC, we go home early and collect our own PVC before the voting time. Because if you go exactly that time and you don't have your voting this thing, you cannot vote. So if we can go home, spend like a month or 2 months, get ready and vote. Even though we are always scared of things happening on the voting day. But if they see that all diasporans are home, and whatever you do, they will spread it across the world, they will have respect. So it is time we wake up. If we don't wake up, just be sure that in the next 8 years of our life, we'll still be here and our relatives will still be calling us and be complaining of the suffering in our country, which we are doing. This is the only way we can make our vote count, by going home to vote. This is the only way. If not, the Fulani people will still bring those little children they used to cross over, line them up and give them votes to vote. They will still manipulate and scatter everything, which we are already sure that is going to happen. The only way to stop them is to come down. Igbo will say, come down together. So that's our country, and show our support. Show our support. If you want Peter Obi to win, we all show our support and vote for him. And if it's possible for the Nigerian government to provide online voting, it will be okay, so that everybody that lives abroad can be able to vote, so that everybody's vote will be counted among, so that we vote the right person we want to vote in. Because we are tired of all this manipulation and them doing wayo in order to put the person they want to put. So I'm begging everybody that come across this video, the way you put your support is by, we already know that P2B cannot do it alone. It doesn't even have any means to do its own wayo to win. The two inner caucus, which is APC and PDP, they already know how to maneuver things in their own favor. And we are the only one that can stop it. How do we stop it? The Diasporans are the only ones that can stop it. The ones that have much to talk, because you have already lived in a country where you know your right. So, and whatever happens to you, they will be accounted for in where you live in Europe. So you are the only one that can stand and say no more wayo. By going home and making sure your vote counts. If we stay here, our relatives will keep calling us for money. Whatever money we make, we cannot save. They will keep calling us for help, because where they are is a hellfire. I won't blame them. They will keep calling us to complain. Many of them will keep being sick and they're paying for nothing's sake. They will not enjoy life. Our mothers, our fathers, our brothers and sisters, some of us, our children are there. Our family, wife and children, relatives. And we are going to go back there for our old age. So thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel, like, comment, share, and